list and just be like, okay, okay. Right now I'm just doing a quick test run. I just want to hear everyone say something. Just
Mic check 1 2. Mic check. Dan Harper.
Why are we even doing this?
I hear Dan.
I don't know
Dan,
what's this idea.
Okay, yeah, I hear everyone. Okay. Should be playing. All right, I'm playing it now. Okay, what was it about Charlotte? Any of you guys read the Charlatans feedback, or what was it, that playoff read on what team's gonna win versus who?
Yeah.
What did that say? Because I didn't look at it.
Why do you care?
It basically said that we were going to lose.
We were supposed to lose. Okay, so like game one, who played in that?
I played in
Guys,
that.
Dan, and Tails up front, and I think it was Sansfan and Man Bear Pig, and Cooch.
Okay. Tell me about that game, Dan.
Well, I think it's basically summed up by Mastodon's post there. It's that they were all offense and basically no defense. Like, they just let us walk around behind the goal line and we beat them down low. That's what happened.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw the live stream on that actually.
I remember we played them in the last week right before playoffs, and I scored a hat trick in that game. But the first goal, I did a wraparound and poked it in. So
yeah, I remember that.
Fast forward a week to the playoffs, the first goal in that game was the exact same thing, the exact same move, and I poked it in again. Like, it's just the D was their weak point, I think.
I remember watching their goalie as well, and he looked so nervous.
It basically, I have nothing bad to say about their offense. I mean, they lost Al, so.
Yeah, that's true actually.
I mean, they're strong up front, but other than that.
What was your review on that game, Cred or Prod?
Their goalie was really off that game, in my opinion. So was their defense played really bad. And then we just kept doing the same thing over and over, and it was working.
Yeah, it was. Who was in game 2? Was it Dan again?
Yeah, it was the exact same lineup.
Oh, okay. So we just went first line immediately.
I don't want to waste my breath because they switched their D-men and it was the same thing. They just let us walk around down low and we beat them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Rip Checkers.
So what was the final scores of game 1 and 2?
I think.
I don't even know.
We won 5-3.
Can I say something?
Next game we won 4-1.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Speak up, Evan.
I feel like the other team, the Checkers, sucked balls. And
They did.
Oh, that's great. That's that's awesome. That is awesome.
The Checkers.
Yeah, that was the team we were
Checkers.
playing, the Charlatan Checkers.
I just like how
Yeah.
everybody voted we were going to lose and then we swept them under the rug like a piece of dirt. You know what I
Yo,
mean?
no, and
Yeah,
what I love is right before playoffs, we lose Williams.
I know.
We lose
they
Williams,
lost
and he
their
gets called up
good
to the
player,
NHL.
Off the wall. He had 90-some points, and he got called up.
Yeah, that's right. One of their players got called up as well. I mean, so
Now the wall
both
or
teams,
not, we would have spanked them regardless.
both teams get called up. Both teams get a player called up, and we have to rely on our TCs. Who is the TC that we called up?
Yeah.
Cable
Cable.
72.
It's pretty good.
Okay, Cable, nice. All right, so we take. And, oh, that's right. We're the third place team versus this number 2 team in our division.
Yeah.
So we don't have
Battling
that
for
home
the
ice advantage.
home ice advantage.
Yeah, you can credit that to overtime losses and wins. Which is
Yeah,
where they
that's
got a lot of
right.
their
I mean,
points
that's the
from
thing. We were.
losses.
Yeah, what was Charlatan's record over ours?
We're a
They
stronger
had one
team, but
win.
they had about
They
50
had
more
one
overtime
more
losses.
win than us.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
So I think we were the stronger team, but they were just ahead in the standings because they went the distance and lost in OT, basically.
Yeah. I don't get why people are just like, yeah, Providence can't handle Checkers' depth when I think our team's pretty deep all around. We have the third lowest goals against.
Yeah, that's true, actually. I mean,
And
to
then
be fair... Yeah, go ahead.
People were literally saying our defense was really weak, and I don't know why.
I mean, to be
I don't know where they
fair...
got that from.
To be fair, Providence, our team, we never practiced. Like, we never practiced.
Yeah, well,
I did.
So I think I didn't do anything at all this playoffs or I didn't do anything at all for the what was it for the right when the new season season ended. I didn't do anything. I just relied on all you guys to actually go out and practice with each other.
Yeah. I mean, even we just warmed up for a game for the first time.
All right, yeah, that's what I like. That's what I like to hear.
I think when it comes down to it, boys, you guys made smart moves right at the deadline, and it got us the dubs, and we swept the Checkers, which nobody thought we would.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So let's
I think
talk.
that's at Dan Harper 13.
All right, so game 1 and game 2, we win the away games. Let's talk about the home ice games now. Game 3, what was going on?
Well,
We
we got that
destroyed
West
them.
Coast. We got that West Coast against Pelly's line.
Yeah, we beat Pelly 3-2, and I don't know. Some people think they lagged out on purpose just to get home ice. I don't know.
Wait, do you mean we won 8-2?
Yeah, we won 8-2. I don't. They said they outplayed us for some reason, even though we won 8-2. It's pretty weird. I don't know why.
Because they had time on attacked us, but that was only because every time we got in the zone, we scored.
Oh yeah. Now, did
Yeah,
any of us watch their point of view in game 3?
Yeah, they were talking so much shit. Like, even before the series started, they're talking so much shit. And then I'm just like, I hope you guys don't underestimate us, and that's exactly what they did. And then they got swept.
Wow. And we had Kushnet too for the starting round. He played awesome, actually. I mean, what helped was the goal support that we had for him.
Yeah, I think we scored like 4+ in every game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Gosh, man.
Yeah.
Like, did
they're
you
pretty
see the stream at all, Dan, on game 3?
Yeah, I watched.
Oh yeah.
It was,
You should have watched it
the
from
same
their
thing.
point of view. They were literally saying like, "We're playing these guys, and then we're just like up 5-1.
It doesn't matter. On the scoreboard's all that counts. So I see 4-0. That's all I see.
Yeah, game 3 we got a lot of lucky bounces, like a lot.
We had
Oh,
3
yeah.
guys
Oh,
in the
my
top 10 in
gosh.
scoring.
What was that goal that one of you guys chopped it from the left, and then it kicks off one of their players from the right side behind the net?
Yeah. and Prod literally bats it in. It looked over the crossbar, to be honest.
Oh my gosh, that was great. When I was watching their stream, they were livid. They were so angry. They were just coming up with excuse after excuse after excuse. You're like, oh, I have 60 ping, I have 70 ping. It's like you had home ice advantage, and you guys didn't capitalize though. That's their main issue.
With a top line.
Oh yeah, that's right. They had their top line against us, right?
Yeah, I think off the wall hurt them when he got called up. Their NHL team didn't even tell them that they're gonna call him up, kind of F them over.
Oh, they
Yeah,
did
well,
at
we
like the
lost
last
guy in
minute.
the NHL too, so we can't.
Yeah, they
it
they
doesn't
literally
matter.
called him up on the first day of playoffs.
Yeah, I feel like losing at the wall hurt them more than us losing Williams.
Pretty sure we would have won either way, to be honest.
So we win. We totally spank them in game 3, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
8-3.
win all the games.
Yeah, 8-3, and then come game 4. It's my first game for the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Holy cow! I gotta tell you, I was nervous. I really was. But like, did any of you guys see Game 4?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
watching it.
I watched it. I watched some of it. He had some sick saves.
Yeah, that one right at the end of the second, I think he like slid.
Bro, they just didn't have strong D. That's it.
Yeah, their defense was bad. Their goalies
That's
were
basically the
not
whole series
playing
was
their
bad
best.
D. That's all. That sums it up. Bad defense on the Checkers part. They were all offense and nothing else.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true
We had
actually,
the
Dan.
offense,
I've
but
noticed
we had the
that.
defense to back it.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
come down to it when we started
Yeah.
when we actually practiced as the actual lines, we figured out what we had to do to tighten up during the series during the regular season.
I felt like my great line changes as a manager helped us.
Yes.
Literally, their D-men, like, they all had, like, really solid records, but played really bad during the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
Like,
They had a
their
bunch of
lowest
cones on
D-man had
defense.
15 wins. Like,
Yeah, because honestly, we kept losing all our games in regulation. If we lost the same amount of games that the Checkers lost in overtime, we would have easily been number 2 in the division.
yeah.
They had
I mean, they have
more
one
win than
more
us.
win than us because we lost to them. We blew, like, a 3-goal lead.
Oh
Something
gosh,
like
yeah. Oh man, that helped. I bet you anything that helped their ego out so much there.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm pretty sure in the show box they're just like, yeah, it's gonna be a close series.
Oh yeah, that's right. Who
Yeah,
said that?
when they were
Dude?
saying-
Showbox, Al the
When they
Wall
were
was
saying
calling
that,
me out.
when they were saying
What was
that,
Al the
me and
Wall
Seth were
saying to
literally
you, Dan?
laughing because
He
They're saying-
was saying he was gonna beat me like he did the week previous to playoffs because we went to OT and they won. We had a
Oh
leg
yeah.
out. It was confrontational, like to say the least. You know. what
Yeah,
I
he's
mean?
talking smack and then he doesn't
He was
even play
talking
the
smack,
series.
and then he gets called up to the NHL 2 minutes later, and we're like, "Rip, you guys are done," and they got fucked up.
Oh
Like
man, that's
Al would
great.
have, he would have made it a series. It might have went to 6. We still would have won, but I mean,
I'm gonna go
It
see
might
what
have been a
player they
different-
called up. They called up MLN. I mean, I recognize.
I recognize that name actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I-
our team scored 21 goals and we got scored on like 6 times.
6 times. 6 versus 21, 22, 21. Wow.
Yeah,
Actually, it
pretty
was
sure-
21 for 7.
yeah. MLN was riding waivers all season. Or no, he got waived. What? That.
I mean, we picked up Merciless from waivers. He's a solid pickup.
Oh, that was an excellent pickup. I can't. Merciless is still in disbelief that he got called, that he was being waived. That's what I remember.
Yeah.
he told me he lost 2 of 8 games for that team, and they waived him.
He loses 2 games, and then they send him down.
and they lost 8
oh my
as
gosh,
a team, and he's just waived. Like what?
that's incredible. That
He's a beast, man. Everyone on our team's really a beast. Like there's nobody weak. When you think
Yeah.
about it. I
What
mean,
I
there's
liked-
strong teams out there. I'm not saying we're the strongest, but we got a strong team.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, man, Beer Pig really stepped up. Got 5 points.
Oh, dude,
in 2
for a
games.
bog, I don't mind him. I'm just joking.
Bogs
I'm
are
just
like
joking,
cops
Bog.
in this league. Fucking pigs. Just-
Yeah, because
Man Bear is top 10 in points with 5 points in 2 games.
oh, it's crazy.
We're actually playing the
Dan's number
Wolfpack next series.
Yeah, that's right. Who we playing next series?
I
Bog,
don't know, it's
rip.
3-1 for the Wolfpack, but it's probably gonna be the Wolfpack.
We can beat the
Oh, man.
Wolfpack boys. We just gotta play strong. Keep it fucking.
I mean,
It'd be
here's what I think. Like, when I saw Game 1 and Game 2, I want to say that the MVP of that game, of those 2 games, was Dan actually. I only say that because our team played absolutely flawless team defense in game 2. And therefore no one person on the defense really did stick out. Everyone was supporting each other in game 2 a lot, actually. And what helped was that Dan did not miss a single shot of his. All of his plays were just going in again and again.
I kept saying, I was like, I'm on fire, Ty. And he's like, it's a privilege to play on your line tonight.
I
And was
saw
like,
that in the
wow.
Discord. That was great.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, and then I heard that in the stream. Yeah, like that was absolutely like honestly, game 1 it was kind of tied between you and Sins fan, just because I felt like in game 1 we didn't necessarily play the greatest team defense as we did in game 2. Game 2, I don't know how it looked like we were an NHL team right there.
Yeah, game 2 was pretty sick.
Game 2, that
They
defense,
put a better deep pairing in for game 2.
like, oh my gosh, that team defense in game 2 was insane. Like, we only took one penalty in that entire game.
I mean,
Yeah, man.
God.
It made it easy up front knowing you had the D-man behind you and Cooch in net, knowing that he'd stop anything that would go by the D-man. It really made it easy up front to just put him in the net.
Yeah. What were you talking about, Cred?
That I was gonna say me, Prod, and Beast Media are probably one of the best defensive forward lines in the league. Like, I think all of us are like top 5 in takeaways on our team, like all 3 of us.
Well, that's insane, honestly. And that's for forward, too.
Yeah, all 3 of us.
I have a question, Prod.
Yeah.
How is it like with B. Schmitty at center? Because before we had him at left wing for the longest time.
I feel like we're
I don't
moving
know.
up a little better.
Yeah, there's just a lot more space, it seems like.
I mean,
Because with me at center, I was like getting in people's way. Now Smitty just stays back in. I get to do pretty much whatever I want.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen you play left wing, Prod, and honestly, it's tough to say what you're better at.
yeah, I think Prod's pretty unreal at covering the slot at a center.
Oh, he
but
is. Oh my
Not
gosh.
getting out of position.
Like
I
his
think that's-
defensive awareness for wingers and is solid.
Yeah, I think for that third game, I just tried to stick on Pelly, not allow him to like skate up to the D-man.
Mhm.
I don't know. I just tried to trap him in the corner pretty much.
Hey, it clearly worked out. It worked out well.
That first goal, that one-timer though, I was on him, and then he just got out last second, and then his teammate passed it to him for the 1-2.
Yeah. So like
Yeah, pretty sure
overall,
you can beat Smitty.
go ahead.
I said Prod and Beast Media were both playing center, and they both couldn't cover that one guy Kelly passed to.
I'm pretty sure Pelly was the one that got the one-timer, wasn't he?
He passed it. So,
So
what do you think about that series overall?
overall, I'd give us an A. I'd give us an A, honestly. To only allow 6 goals versus their 21.
There's-
Like I
there's over
love
21.
the fact that we finally were able to get a ton of goal support for Cushion Net finally. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong.
I got you, Cooch.
Great.
I think
I mean,
Dan
we
and
actually
Sales
started
are
playing like a
perfect for
team
each
when
other.
the series started.
Yeah, I
Before
mean
we were
once
just like,
once the regular season was over, I was just begging for you guys to just practice, get lines going and practice, and I think it worked out. We
I
actually
feel like
practiced
the
for once.
biggest problem with that is that we kept moving the lines around.
I mean, it's tough to say actually.
I honestly think Prod, like, if there's awards, like actual awards coming out, I think Prod should be a candidate for MVP.
I'll definitely.
MVP.
Because, like, okay, for the entire series, Who do you say is the MVP for that first series?
I don't know. I think all our forward lines played good. Or all our defense played good.
Yeah.
I think
Sansan was the MVP
Fan
for
probably
game 1.
maybe.
And I think Sansan, Dan, and Taz and Tails played really good in game 1.
Smitty also played really good in game 3.
Yeah.
I think in game 3 a lot of our goals were like lucky bounces, like
You hate to see
fucking
it.
battered it in, and I thought it was over the crossbar.
You hate to see it. Our NHL team like took like 5 of our players and they just got swept in the first round.
Yeah.
Rip.
All right. So overall, that was an insane series, honestly.
Yeah, for us. I mean, their team was kind of pissy when I was watching the streams. Like,
All right.
I don't get how they're just like, we're all playing them, and we won 8-2 that game.
That was great. Hearing their
They beat us
scream
on
was
time
just
and attack
awesome.
that game.
Oh yeah, that's all they were
Some time
complaining
on
about.
attack.
That's all they were saying. We had so much more time on attack.
Yeah, all their shots came from the outside though, and one of the goals they got was because Shameless skated into one of them and lost the puck.
Much love for you, Shameless, though.
Yeah, Shameless played pretty good that game.
Yeah.
He had like 1 or 2 mistakes the entire game.
I think we have like 2 top lines and like a second line. I think the Raiders cable merciless line was playing way too selfish. Or they
Oh,
were
that was just
aggressive
nerves,
in game
honestly.
4.
That was nerves.
Yeah.
Like I could
Their
sense,
defense were, like,
I could
a bunch
sense
of
it. I could sense
clones.
everyone was kind of nervous.
Yeah, I could also like game 4, right? Readers had 4 goals that
Mhm.
in a 4-1 game, but you could tell their team like gave up after the second or third goal. Like they just stopped trying.
I think Raiders just skated in between both the defense and
Oh,
forward.
readers absolutely smoked their demon.
Yeah, Readers saw it.
Passy scored Dr. Jackal. Frogs.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Checkers had a pretty solid team on paper.
Yeah.
I don't think their goaltenders were. I don't know. I think they
They're-
just underperformed.
Yeah, Mike, I feel bad for you.
All right, that's where I'm gonna end it. Good series. We got the Wolf Pack next.